Hi, you guys. Good morning. It's Pleasance from Little Om Yoga, and I'm super excited today because I have been doing so much work behind the scenes around the direction that I'm going and the direction that Little Om is going. And I've been spending the past few weeks just really listening to what is coming in, listening to the requests that are coming in an email, listening to the conversations that our students are having, and what are the best tools and ways that I personally can share my resources and my gifts with how to serve our community. And did a lot of business work the past few weeks. That's been really awesome, and lots of good thought and creativity around the direction we're going. I'm in the process of updating and revamping the content for our Thrive online course, which are 8 principles for well-being. They're kind of the foundational principles. They support the 8 principles that I wrote about in my book, Delight, the 8 principles for living with joy and ease. The Joy and Ease Delight program is really unless the foundational practices are there from Thrive, it's really hard to be able to do the deeper spiritual work for real transformation and change. So went backwards, created Thrive out of a different Thrive course that I have been teaching for the past 2 years live at Little Om. So I'm really excited about this path, right? So a student comes in, they're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, and they're not sure what to do. They start at Thrive, move through those 8 principles, feel successful, understand why they're important, and then move into Delight, which will launch in the fall and will be private coaching with me, hopefully a live event for those who want to come to that. We'll have a retreat in December for those who want to learn more about the principles in Delight. And I'm really starting to see how this is all coming together. And then this past weekend, there was one part that I just could not wrap my head around, and that was really around what the core principles of what Little Om and Little Om Life are, and how we really help facilitate change and transformation and wellness, holistic wellness. So I pulled together a bunch of my friends who are super smart and who know about the work I do, and sent them an email just saying, here's some ideas I have. Do you have any feedback around some of the language for Little Om? And they were so wonderful and thoughtful. They sent me back ideas, but still something was not quite right, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then yesterday, after pages and pages of notes and thinking about it and listening again really to what people need and are asking for, I realized that I really am facilitating and leading a wellness movement for holistic family wellness. And what that means is that I like to focus first on the micro level, on the caregiver. Usually that's mom, but the family dynamic can look really different. Right now I'm working with single moms. I'm working with moms who have grown-up children and they're home. Maybe their spouse is sick or has passed away. Maybe they don't have one. Maybe that relationship is broken. So working with the caregiver for those principles of Thrive and Delight, that's the micro level. But the macro level is really helping families integrate holistic wellness into daily sacred life, into ordinary life. And this kind of came to me also this week. My daughter, I got the call from the school nurse that she wasn't feeling well, so I went and picked her up. And when she came home, we did all of these things together, right? I rubbed essential oils on her feet. We diffused some oils. We sat down and had some tea. We did some art together. We just connected and bonded around healing. She took a nap, and when she woke up, she said, Mom, I really feel better. And I think she was exhausted, and I think she may have had a little virus, but I realized over the past few days that those kind of simple, holistic wellness practices, what we put on our body, what we surround our life with, how we treat ourselves and our families, once we've taken care of ourselves and the caregiver is radiant and nourished and feels alive by his or her life, mostly her, but his or her life, then we have all this space and capacity and positive energy to take care of those we love. So the model is really twofold. It's the micro, it's the daily life of the caregiver, taking care of the caregiver, and then it's the macro, really putting the schedule, the rituals, the routines, and the holistic wellness practices into the bigger family picture. Ever since it sort of dawned on me yesterday when I was moving through more of the language around creativity and the work we do, I realized I am a family wellness coach, and I use the principles of yoga, meditation, and holistic health as the access point, also creativity, ritual, and routine. But that's really what I'm doing, and that's the work I want to do in the world, and I want to bring whoever wants to come with me in order to create these amazingly healthy, well-rounded families who feel great in their bodies, kids and adults. And I'm so excited. And ever since I've been thinking about it, I've mapped out how it's going to look, how it's going to feel. It's going to take me some time. I mean, this is the big thing, is I don't want to rush it. I'm not willing to give up. I'm not willing to stay up late nights and overwork myself in order to put this work out in the world. But I see the plan. I can map out how I want to engage with our community and how all of the pieces of the live classes and the online work are going to come together to really help families here in DC and really anywhere that want to sign up and want to participate. And so many ways that we can do that, but super meaningful. I feel deeply committed to helping at least 100 families in the next 6 months, 6 to 9 months before the end of the year. I have a little tally sheet that I started this morning of the families that I'm working with right now, the women I'm working with right now, and I'm just, that is what I'm committing to. So I'm super excited, and I'm really grateful to share this with you because it's been quite a journey and up and down and all around. And now that I'm sort of seeing the light around the next steps and next stages, I'm here, totally present, totally alive, and want the same for you. So there's lots of ways you can help. You can join Little Ohm Life Facebook group. You can write for our blog. We're putting together a resource list of all the holistic wellness practitioners that were on the littleohm.com website. We're redoing the website so that it meets more of what we're doing now. Our next Thrive class will start this summer, and just email me, like, let's connect. I'm doing all of these clarity calls over May. I'm doing 10 clarity calls with families and women who want to go a bit deeper, want to ask some questions, and get clear on the steps that they need for their own self-care in order to take care of others. So namaste, you guys. Have a great day.